If you clicked on this video, then you have definitely heard of the show. And as you may know as well, something that a lot of people argue about in the show is the animation. But I think they're completely missing the point. Because what this show does right, it does better than almost anything on TV. And also just a quick disclaimer, there will be spoilers for the Invincible series up to season 4, all the way up to the finale, but no comic spoilers beyond that point. So if you haven't read the comics or anything, you don't know what's going to happen next, that won't be covered in this video, so don't worry about it. Now, something I need to get off my chest right away, and I need to be clear about, is that I'm not here to say that the animation in Invincible is stellar. It's not. There are a lot of moments where it genuinely looks rough. You've got scenes that feel like moving PNGs, characters standing completely still while dialogue plays out, models disappearing between cuts, and even a massive, should-be legendary moment like the destruction of Viltrum, barely any facial or body movement from the characters at all. These are real issues, and yeah, they can pull you out of the moment, but here's the thing. None of that actually stops the show from being incredible. Because what does carry those scenes? The voice acting. Steven Yeun as Mark, he doesn't just play a superhero, he feels like a guy that's constantly being pushed past his limits. J.K. Simmons as Omni-Man is another level entirely. I mean, that casting is just perfect, let's be honest. Every line has weight, every pause feels intentional. You believe like every word that he's saying, especially when it's terrifying. Sandra Oh also needs to be brought up because she is just amazing. She brings so much raw and grounded emotion to Debbie that the human side of the story never gets lost, especially in a world where there's superpowered fucking freaks everywhere. Oh, and we gotta get started on my boy Jeffrey D. Morgan.
This, it worked! You're back! Stand ready for...
Like, I love this man, every role that he plays, and honestly, he always just plays like the same character, it feels like. Which is good because, I mean, he's fucking made for that. But he walks in and steals every scene that he's in, instantly commanding attention to the viewer. And every scene that he's in, especially the fight scenes, I mean, that animation budget just goes up so high, man. It's so obvious. I mean, you could see the moment that the animation increases here. But really, no effort needed from him. And even when the visuals do fall short, the performances in the show never do. And something else that's pretty important about the show is... another thing that really defines it is the villains. And this is where Invincible separates itself from pretty much everything else. Because, like we mentioned, Conquest, he isn't just the strongest, one of the strongest and oldest Viltrumites. He is horrifying. I mean, this dude is an actual creep. There's a joy that this dude takes in violence that makes every second that he's on screen so uncomfortable in the best way. I mean, we're not even going to talk about that Conquest Invincible rematch. I mean, this dude is a freak, pulling out his intestines like that, just playing with them. I heard a theory from someone say that he was trying to like dig all the way up into his heart, and then, oh man, this dude. And then we got the biggest Invincible hater in the entire multiverse, my boy Angstrom Levy. He's tragic, sure, twisted, definitely, and is completely broken by his own choices. You kind of understand him a little bit, even when you don't agree with him. I mean, you gotta think about the fact that this dude fused over 100 or thousands of his own alternate selves' memories into his own. So for the only surviving Angstrom to be the one from Mark's world, where every other multiverse Mark is an evil version of himself, I guess you can understand why he would hate Invincible. But if he has those memories, how didn't he remember that he was the one that made him look like a freak? Because if you forgot, I mean, that's one of the other reasons why he hates this Invincible specifically. At one point you start to really think, like, does he really just hate Invincible because of all the senseless cruelty he committed through his other selves on other worlds? Or do you think that he's just pissed off about the fact that this Invincible caused the reason for him becoming a monster? Just for him to unleash 17 evil versions of Mark, especially ones that have killed his family in front of him. I mean, if that's not petty, man, I don't know what is. And that's why I think the main reason that he is a villain is just because Mark made him ugly. And of course, we aren't going to get past the villains without talking about my boy, Thrag, who y'all called a fraud. Even with such limited exposure so far, I mean, he's only really been in 3 episodes completely. He has this looming, unstoppable presence. I mean, he is clearly strong, stronger than anyone else. I heard someone say that he's the Viltrumites that the humans see to the Viltrumites. So what we see a Viltrumite as, the Viltrumites see Thrag as that threatening. I mean, this dude Conquest didn't even want to fight him. But especially after the destruction of Viltrum, when you have this looming fear that the Viltrumites went back to Earth, only for them to actually be there, but just be living secretly among the humans instead of destroying everything. I mean, it's genius and it's terrifying. It's got Mark in this crazy position where he has no idea what could happen at any given moment. And these aren't just obstacles. I mean, they're fully realized characters here. These villains are great, especially the ones that I've mentioned here. I mean, we do have other ones, especially some that are going to be showing up later in the comics. Someone that I think most people will be shocked by. But yeah, these three especially, perfect. But I mean, let's really talk about the real core of the show, which is Mark. Because Mark doesn't just have a hard life. He has one of the worst lives you can imagine. Every time he grows, something breaks. Every time he wins, it costs him more than it should. I mean, right after Angstrom Levy sent 17 alternate versions of himself from other universes to destroy his world, just so when people think of Invincible in this world, they'll think of that event. I mean, literally the day or maybe week after that. I mean, for us, it was the end of the episode, but you get this dude Conquest, the strongest, one of the strongest and oldest Viltrumites, just pulling up. Something that Anissa warned him about. And just starts wrecking their planet even more. Sending Mark to his breaking point, essentially offing Eve, almost pulling Oliver in half. I mean, come on. This dude deserved it. Come on. But as much as this stuff happens, as much as the odds are stacked against Mark, he never stops. And he stands up to injustice. He stands up to his dad in the first season. He refuses to back down against Anissa. He fights Conquest not once, but twice. Although he did give up for a second and try to surrender in the first half of the first fight, he'll never submit to the Viltrum Empire because his job is to protect Earth. And Mark loses a lot. He suffers a lot. He gets broken down over and over, beat half to being unalive by his own father, getting impaled through his chest and his, innards. Spaghetti. But no matter all of these odds stacked against Mark, he never stays down no matter how much he loses. And that's what makes him truly and I know a lot of people say, like, how is Mark invincible? He seems pretty vincible. I mean, he's losing every fight. He's never winning a fight without getting almost killed. But I think it's his spirit and his unrelenting promise and spirit to save people's lives and to save planet Earth that makes him truly invincible. It's not that he's the strongest, it's that he refuses to quit. No matter what. I really do like Mark as a character, and from a lot of people's perspectives, they say, oh, Mark's a pussy, he's never wanting to fight or unalive anyone or do anything to actually stop it. And yeah, that's another problem, is really the power scaling, because sometimes Mark is fighting Conquest and defeating Conquest, and other times he's getting almost unalived by Mr. Leo's dragon. But all of this is really just why the story hits so hard and why the themes of this show are just so perfect that you can look past the animation and just really be invested into this world that doesn't even have good animation. I mean, that's how you know a story's good, because it's not really about powers or fights. It's about responsibility and sacrifice. It's about what it actually means to save the world, about the responsibility that Mark has to protect his planet and people that he loves. And the show doesn't sugarcoat it. Saving people doesn't always feel good. Doing the right thing doesn't always fix things. Sometimes it just makes everything harder. I mean, remember how bad Mark felt about feeling like he unalived Angstrom Levy, only for him to come back after all that guilt, feeling bad about it. He ends up wishing that he did do it. And even when he gets the other chance, he hesitates. I mean, Mark really is like a needle in a haystack of good Marks throughout the multiverse, because this dude is just too good. Way too nice. But I think that's what makes his story so good. He has all of these forces that are just so above him, and yet he will eventually win. So yeah, the animation isn't perfect. Sometimes it's not even good, not even half good. But when the writing is this strong, when the characters feel this real, and the performances just hit this hard, you really stop caring. Because what you're watching isn't just animation. It's a story that sticks with you. So if you've been avoiding Invincible because of how it looks, you're really missing the point. It's not something that you watch for the animation. Although when it is good, It's really good. It's a show that you watch for everything that's behind it, and that's why Invincible is a story like no other. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. I know it was a little bit of a shorter one, but I kind of just wanted to post this video because I've been watching a lot of videos like this, and I have my own opinions that I just wanted to kind of get out there. Maybe slowly transition myself back into the YouTube landscape. So, if you like the video, definitely drop a like, drop a sub. See you in the next one. Bye.